Hello. In today's digest, we will discuss technology news. Where are the apples coming from? What happens to social networks blocking and glitches? And much more. Let's start this week. A global glitch occurred, encountered by iPhone and iPad users around the world. They complained about the sudden cessation of many popular applications and services. The problem covered such services and applications as, for example, Spotify interest banking applications. Crash spanning dozens of iOS apps and services has been observed in many countries around the world. The reason for the failure was in the SDK Facebook, which all these proposals use to one degree or another, for different purposes, someone for authorization, and someone to collect analytics, and for more effective promotion in social networks, but someone to track user behavior. This once again demonstrates how everything is globally interconnected, and how a failure in one not the most important link destroys everything. It's funny that the owners of Android all this is not affected, which once again, of course, demonstrates the correctness of the choice of superiority. We drove on. Korean insiders associated with Samsung said that the company plans to abandon the complete chargers, Galaxy smartphones. No charge will appear next year, but what model it will be is still unknown. According to the developers, Samsung no longer sees the need for a charger to go with each smartphone in a box, because the smartphone market is already so oversaturated that every person in the house has several charges, and to everything else. This step will help the company reduce the cost of devices. Most likely, the first smartphones without charging will be the budget models. At the same time, the company plans to continue to put the USB cable in the box. On this they promised that they would not save. It seems that Samsung started discussing this step after rumors that Apple will introduce the most hardcore lineup this fall. And this is the iPhone 12, which will not have a charger for headphones and not a single gram of regret about this smartphone. But they will think about Lightning cable. A significant event happened in the week. For the first time in history, the frequency of the mass processor for a smartphone has pierced 3 GHz, and the first of course will be the game models from Asus ROG Phone 2 and Lenovo because all the best is for gamers. An effective cooling system will not prevent the processor from stably holding its 3+ GHz, but when it got in the way, in the fall they will begin to install in civilian vehicles, without RGB lights and coolers. Fans of records in N22 say that something irreparable can happen. Google plans to completely ban the use of Antutu on Android, as they believe that an insidious Chinese spy is hiding under the shell. For this reason, in March, when entering the site through Chrome, a message pops up saying that it contains malicious software, but they may soon be banned from installing measures even from third-party sources. And the point after that is to generally update the smartphone. They don't know what they are doing. I hope to come to their senses and leave community at least a point to measure. Meanwhile, designer Jermaine Smith is YouTube channel concept creator, based on the latest video leaks. He created the Huawei-made clamshell concept. New outwardly resembles a smartphone Samsung Galaxy Z Flip. The device has a main flexible display with monocrop extra screen on the outside. In addition, the concept of the device received a main camera with 4 modules, USB charging port and power button with a red accent. In general, the concept looks interesting, but naturally this does not mean that the real model will look the same. According to rumors, Huawei Mate 2 will be shown at the end of this year. The device will cost, like the Galaxy Z Flip, that is about $1,400. Well, since it came to Chinese software, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said that the issue of banning all Chinese social services is being considered, including TikTok, but so far this has not happened. Pompeo advised using the social network only for those Americans who want their personal information to be at the disposal of the Chinese Communist Party. TikTok is already unsweetened now. They were banned in India, and this is for a third of the entire audience. I had to leave Hong Kong, and now another major market is at stake. But for us, confidentiality is the main thing, and in general, our top manager, the American, makes excuses. But we all know that if the United States decided to ban someone, then most likely it will be so. Ask Huawei or ZTE, they know for sure. News about Tesla. Tesla has opened up the opportunity to reserve a cyber pickup in China. Of course, such cars are not so popular in this market, but still in the country about 400,000 pickups are sold annually. Tesla may well take over part of this market. Plus, a cyber pickup has become popular among people who prefer other classes of cars. In addition, Elon Musk wrote that this year Tesla will try to send a cyber pickup on a trip to the United States, so that people can see the amazing car live. Good advertising move. Tesla was having problems with its media center for older cars. After many updates, they began to work more slowly or completely ceased to function. Many had to completely replace them. Previously, if the media center broke during the 4-year warranty period or with a mileage of 80,000 kilometers, then Tesla changed the media center for free. But this week the company reduced the warranty period to 2 years or 40,000 kilometers. Tesla has raised the cost of a full autopilot package to $8,000. Many owners decided to purchase the package before the price increase. Musk says that in the future the cost will be even higher. Studies conducted by an international group of scientists have revealed that the process of loss of vision from diseases can be stopped and restore the affected areas of the eyes, or replaced, instead of the traditional large implants used previously for treatment. Scientists have proposed the use of nanoparticles. The basis in the new methodology was the use of conjugated polymer nanoparticles, sensitive to light, able to respond to light and transmit this information to retinal neurons. The use of nanoparticles undegraded in the affected areas of the retina does not require additional sources of energy and does not affect other healthy parts of the eye. The mechanism of vision restoration is based on stimulation by nanoparticles of intact neurons, and the whole procedure went without inflammatory processes. According to scientists, such results indicate a great potential for the use of nanoparticles for the treatment of organs of vision. And that is all. Thanks for your attention. Subscribe, put like. This is just the beginning. There will be more.